What's going on, guys? John here. Welcome back to another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. I almost said Patriots Dynasty, and I haven't recorded a Patriots episode in ages. So, in this episode, we're going to finish the rest of the college football playoff bracket, which is going to be Miami versus Michigan. So, no fun teams this season. Nebraska almost got there. Uh, let's see. Southern Mississippi got absolutely smoked by Notre Dame. Houston almost beat Georgia. That would have been fun. Then Georgia lost. LSU got steamrolled. Notre Dame kind of got smoked. I mean, even Nebraska didn't win by or got destroyed. Uh, so I think Michigan might actually win this. Michigan seems like a powerhouse, even though they're 12 and 2. They don't even got the best record in the conference or in the nation. Um, we gained 2,500 XP. Let's see who won the Natty. History update. Oh, Miami won. I stand corrected. My bad. They won by 3, so yeah. Miami is the national champion. We've got 26 skill points to spend, and I might spend them on recruiting because I want to get transfers in. Uh, I think we're going to go after... We obviously can't unlock that bottom one. We're going to go after wide receivers and tight ends, I think. That way we can hopefully get some of those guys in case we lose some people. As we're going to skip past the end of season recap and jump into, as Sam Amato has us in our top 3. I have to be a little quiet because it's about 11:45 when I'm recording this. As Deontay Big Hill is transferring, he's not staying no matter what. Sean William Peterson is transferring. Jarian Parker's transferring. Jaden Smith transferring. Matthias Berger. Daniels, Forsyth, Kane. Jackie Wolf is transferring. He's got star dev. I think we might need to keep. I think he might be one I'm trying to keep. We get 2 persuasions. I think one of them is going to be used on Jaden Smith. One's going to be used on Jackie Wolf. Jaden Smith decided to stay. And Jackie Wolf decided to stay. So that means Deontay Big Hill is going to leave. He played 1 year here, had 10 tackles, 3 sacks. He just wasn't on the field very much for some reason. Sean William Peterson's going to transfer. He had a touchdown last season. This year he did not even get a rushing attempt. So that sucks. Jerry and Parker. Why does he have to leave? 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. I probably should have gone after Parker and Smith. I might see if I can get Parker back in free agency, or in basically free agency, but transfer portal. He was so good for us. 11 touchdowns. Matthias Berger is going to transfer after we've kept him the last 2 years. Underwhelming. Tevin Daniels is transferring. I mean, he had a pretty good season. He had 2 picks. This is his first year with us. I guess technically second year with us. In his freshman year. Nick Forsythe didn't play. Dwayne Kane didn't really play. Ben Laney didn't play. Like, a lot of these guys didn't play. And then we've got the actual seniors. Cade Workman was from the original team. Last season he had a great season. This season he didn't really play as much. Did catch the same amount of touchdowns though. 8 touchdowns in his career. That's pretty good for a man like that. Tariq Williams, don't care. Brian Williams was our touchdown leader in the first season and was our #1 tight end, and then was our #1 tight end again this year. Had about the same amount of yards and catches, less touchdowns. Overall, not a terrible career for us. Kramer, we don't care. Ty Hardy, I don't think he really did much. Yeah, like all those 28 yards came in his last game. Had 2 touchdowns last year, though, when everybody else got hurt. Let's see. Underwood. Jordan Underwood was a pretty good player, all things considered. Uh, He had 3.5 sacks last year. I think he was the guy that forced a ton of fumbles. Didn't force any this year, which is kind of a bit of an issue. 15 TFLs last year as well. I think he ended up probably, I wouldn't be surprised if he got, did he get an All-American? Nope, no All-American. That sucks. But that's one thing I have to say about Jarian Parker. He did get an All-American. Javen Augustus, he's going to be leaving. He transferred in from Coastal Carolina. He actually had really well uh, for us. 15 TFLs, 8 sacks. I feel like that would be All-American worthy, but maybe they don't show All-American in that thing. Rondell Carter transferred from Troy this year, 8 TFLs, forced fumble. I mean, he was pretty good for us. And then last but not least, Javian Smith Combs transferred in from Colorado State, 7 TFLs, 3.5 sacks. Another great performance. The biggest one, though, is Jarian Parker, who was a 4-time offensive player, Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week, 1-time All Mountain West. It's just so unfortunate. I'm gonna try and get him back in recruiting if they can even if they'll even allow me to recruit him. So I'm gonna try, guys. I promise I'm gonna try. But I don't know if I can make it happen. We'll see. Jaden Smith obviously wants to transfer. Jackie Wolf wants to transfer. Shocker. Draft results, we're not going to have anyone drafted. I don't even know why I'm looking. We're never going to have someone drafted, let me tell you. But time to go to the transfer portal. I'll catch you when I'm done. All right, so this is how I'm doing my points differences right now. Angel Blair, I accidentally scheduled the wrong thing. I scheduled this as Coach's Prestige. Did not mean to. Meant to do Pro Potential. So he might actually not commit, even though he's that close. Everybody else, I did my visit for this dude with max points. Hopefully we can beat Nevada. I didn't put any points on Wheeler, but we are going to be able to hopefully get back Big Hill, Sean William Peterson, Jarian Parker, and Keontae Carrington, and Tevin Daniels, all guys that transferred out. I'm really hoping Jarian Parker comes. We'll have to see, obviously, as the weeks go on. But fingers crossed, you know, as that dude commits. So does Dominique Wheeler. Fala does not commit. I wanted to read the rest of those. We're first on a lot of the important guys. That's what matters the most. So, back to the board. We got 220 points to work with now. After we adjust the commits we've got. We've got a visit going for Fala. I think we're going to have to put max points on him if we want to get him to commit. But everybody else I'm going to adjust, obviously, off camera and come back when I'm done with that. All right, so I'm bringing in Carter Gulame, Uche Ilo, Reggie Horner, Emmanuel Vollmer, and Bruce Folds as just some guys to fill other positions of need. Simming to next week. And we get Angel Blair to commit. He's the only one to commit. Falah is now in his final 2 schools. We're actually not going to get him, so that kind of sucks. So now we have to go after another safety elsewhere. So that's less than ideal, but once again, per usual, I'm going to go fix my board and get back to you. All right, so I scheduled visits for Sam Amato and Jarian Parker for this week. So they will be coming in, hopefully to just clinch them. Mainly just so I can get Jarian Parker. But no commits, obviously, this week. Jarian's reached his top 5 schools. We are nearly committed on Jarian Parker, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Parker is the biggest need, obviously. As Folds has kicked this off his board, not surprised. This dude I just kind of threw on here because we needed someone to replace the other guy that decommitted, or that said he didn't want to come here anymore. I'm just going to go through all these with you guys just to see if I need to make any adjustments. Carry on. We're not going to get him, so I don't care. Tevin Daniels, I think we can get a, yeah, visit boost with the other guy. Sean William Peterson. Ooh, Deontay Big Hill doesn't want to come here. Okay. Well, what is your hard sell, Deontay? Let's see. It's gonna be that one probably, unless there's another one that matches. Yep. So it's that one. We're gonna hard sell. If we don't get him, I guess we don't get him. It would be nice if we could, but I'm not gonna, cry if we don't end up getting him. I think all these guys at the top we're gonna get no matter what. It's like Cook, I'm gonna take 25 points off. We don't need to put any more points on him. I'm gonna get 5 just to keep the number going. I'm gonna like adjust all these guys that I know I'm gonna get, and then fix the rest of it after that. Maybe put some more guys on the board. All right, here's the last couple things I'm gonna do. I added Emilio Nicky, a kicker, and then 2 guys that we were number 1 on their boards. I just threw 35 points on them, hoping I can get them. So that's gonna be the whole board. I feel a coughing fit coming on, thanks to the sickness I'm still dealing with. Same sickness from the last 2 episodes, because they're all recorded in the same time frame. As we're simming to next week, here are commits. Jerry and Parker Jr. commits. We knew that was going to happen. Ezekiel Cook commits. Great. Sam Amato commits. Andre Fox commits. Tommy Moung. Colby Dingle. Darren Larson. Emilio Nicky. Sean William Peterson. Tevin Daniels, which makes me think that Deontay Big Hill did not commit. Reggie Horner. Emmanuel Volmer. Carter, last name. Christian Spriggs. Uche Ilo. Brendan McLean. Nick Lehman. And Deontay Big Hill commits somewhere else. He goes to Old Dominion for some reason. That's a skill issue. But that is us. A lot of big recruits. Obviously, you guys know about all these top guys. But now we're going to start going to the others. Angel Blair's Impact Dev. Ezekiel Cook Impact Dev. We already know Big Hill was Star, but he left, so screw you. Sean William Peterson was Impact. Impact Dev for Emmanuel Volmer, Christian Spriggs, and then Brendan McLean. So those are the 26 recruits. Now it's time for position changes. So I'm going to do these position changes, and then I will be back with you after that. All right, so the moves I made, Floyd Sturgis, who was an athlete, who I basically recruited as a running back, is a running back. LJ Young is actually getting moved at tight end because we were actually very low on tight end depth. The other thing, our tackles, Rick Lewis and Chris Lino, are now guards, as I moved right guard Taj Abraham to left tackle, and I moved other right guard Carter Guillame, is how I'm going to pronounce that, to right tackle, meaning it'll now be a O-line of Abraham, Lewis, Boston, Lino, and Guillame. So it's about the same O-line, just different organization. Carter and Decker are going to be our edge rushers. I'm hoping one of these guys goes up in dev trait or goes up in overall a lot. I doubt it, though. Blair is also an athlete that I moved there. Elo is going to be our only really decent D tackle, so that's going to be interesting to watch. And then it'll be Freddie Wayne and Reggie Horner at outside linebackers. And then Volmer, Morris, Greenwood, Norija at middle linebacker. Cornerback, I actually moved Jaden Smith down from free safety to corner to be our number 1 corner, while I moved Walt Littlejohn back up because Brendan McLean is actually very good at this. So he's going to be here. He also has 28 skill points to use. Can I? Oh no, he's completely maxed out. So yeah, never mind. I can't make any adjustments. Walt Littlejohn, who sucked at he has terrible awareness, so he got moved to safety, where he hopefully will not get torched as much. And that'll do it for position changes. So now we're going to sim to training camp. We gained 7,000 XP. Got 10 more points. And it's time for training results. I'm going to close my eyes like I normally do. I'm going to click once. I'm at quarterbacks. LaMarcus Brewer goes up 2. Jackie Wolf goes up 4. Bryce Frost goes up 1. Aiden Knoll goes up 4. We knew he was good. We knew he was going to go up by a lot. He is now above Jerry and Parker. I think they're still going to split the carries pretty evenly, but that's good to know. Brightwell goes up 3, passing Nick Hepburn, though. Fullback Sean Pearson goes up to 79. We expect that. Bryson Jones goes up 2. Jordan Houston goes up 3. Khalil Lewis goes up 10 and is now going to be our number 3 wide receiver. Elite dev trait, that's what you're going to get with that. And then plus 5 for Josh Harper. That's great. LJ Young is now our number 1 tight end. He went up 8 overall. Jermaine Houston, plus 3 for Knutson, plus 2 for Sun. I'm really losing my voice, guys. Sorry about this. At offensive lineman, Abraham's a 74. Lewis is going to be an 85. Boston will be a 77. Leno doesn't go up at all, which is pathetic, but Taylor Johnson goes up 14. And Guillaume goes up 2, with Yaboa going up 5. So maybe I should move him to tackle next season. At edge, Carter goes up 1, Kellum goes up 5. Hope goes up 6, passing Decker goes up 3, and Akpakawuruk goes up 4. At D tackle, Elo goes up 2, 2 for Havner, 7 for Holly, 1 for Samuels, 1 for Kane. Sam linebacker, Corey up 4, Wayne up 1, Gore up 9, and Robinson up 10. Okay. Volmer up 4 at Mike linebacker, Greenwood up 2, Morris up 1, Norija up 1. Bryce Cox goes up 7, jumping Horner, and now our number 1 linebacker, Amenahu up 4, and Bunting up 7. Plus 5 for Jaden Smith, so he's going to be easily our best corner. Tevin Daniels up 4, Marcus Moon up 1, Liaman up 2, Reyna up 6, Moon up 2, Holland up 4, Stovall up 2. So Malik Moon has completely fallen off the block. He's done for. Marcus Moon is not even going to be our top 2 corners. Thanks to Jaden Smith's 95 speed. He's going to be amazing. McLean does not go up in overall. Roderick and Gates both do, along with Dexter. Spriggs up 3, Littlejohn up 3. And then at kicker, Lincoln goes up 2. And then at punter, Camacho goes up 3. So that'll do it for the team. And we now sim to next week. We've got more points to spend. We all know the points aren't going to do much. But we're going to start with doing the points before we encourage transfers. And this time, I'm going to just throw more into O-line. I need my O-line to get better. So, throwing it all into O-line. Now, encouraging transfers. We have to encourage 1. The guy we're going to cut is going to be Sydney Stovall. And we are back under the limit. And now is going to be done with the off season. So overall, that was a pretty good off season. We lost Jerry and Parker, but then got him right back. We're up to a 66 overall. Khalil Lewis wants to leave. Tevin Daniels wants to leave. McLean wants to leave. Why'd you come here then? Jackie Wolf wants to leave, but we know that. He always wants to leave. But now we get to make our custom schedule, which will be the last thing I do. So, we are not facing Michigan. I can tell you that much. We will face Oregon, and that is it. But Oregon's not available at this week, so which means it's time to regenerate schedule. Is Oregon available now? No. Just give me Oregon. How about this time? Nope. Okay, well, I'm not facing them week 7. which means it'll probably have to be week 1. I'm not facing number 13 Florida State. Dang well know that. I don't want a I don't want a week 3 game. Oh my gosh. I guess we're gonna have to face him week 1. It's gonna be week 0 tune-up game versus FCS, and then we got week 1 versus Oregon, I suppose. Yep. So FCS Southeast. Oh, can I not put an open week here? I want an open week. Here, what if I... Nope, there's no more open weeks. But I can't play an FCS school here. This is way too complicated. Just throw in Army. FCS Northwest. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're playing 13 games? We can do that? Is it because I chose Army? What? Hold on, no. We'll do this. We'll have a rematch versus UAB. No, wait, but that means I don't get any bye weeks. I get 1 bye week? Do I want to do this? Think. Is this worth it? Maybe I do this. We say no there. I think we're going to do that. 12 games. They're going to be FCS Northwest, Oregon, Air Force. Bye week, San Jose State, UAB, Utah State. Bye week, New Mexico, Nevada, UNLV, Hawaii, Boise State, Eastern Michigan. We're going to play 12 games. And that'll be it. So, that'll do it for this episode. I will actually be nice and quickly look at preseason All-Americans. I doubt we'll have any national All-Americans. A lot of Notre Dame guys. Noticing that. But Mountain West. It's going to be all Boise State again, isn't it? Okay, come on. You cannot give it to just all Boise State guys. Both Boise State running backs. 4 Boise State receivers. 85. That guy's a 78. Why don't you give it, I don't know, maybe to the guy who broke the receiving record at his own school? I guess that's obviously not I know, he broke the conference receiving record. Bryson Jones, perchance? But no. Red shirts, Colby Dingle, he's going to get redshirted. I'm going to redshirt Floyd Sturgis. Chester Bland shouldn't play, but I won't redshirt him just in case. That way they won't use Sturgis's games instead. For receivers, it's really going to be those top 4. Darren Larson and Fox, I'm going to redshirt. Ferris will stay on just in case. Dude with long name, he's getting redshirted. Like a lot of these top recruits I just recruited, they are going to get redshirted. Like they're going to have to be. Blair and actually he'll play. It doesn't matter. I have to have some leniency with who I redshirt just in case. Oh, Freddie Wayne's not going to be the number 1. He'll be my sub linebacker anyway. Oh, wait, no. That dude's just 87 speed. Freddie Wayne has 78. Sorry, Freddie. You've lost your spot. Yep, not a lot of guys to redshirt back here. Wheeler. Heck, I could probably redshirt Ron Atwell and get away with it. Got so many safeties. And then Nikki, you're going to get redshirted. And that'll do it for red shirts, and that'll do it for this episode. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like and subscribe. And we will catch you next time for the debut of this new team and the reintroduction of a player who had one of the greatest seasons in school history last week. not last week, last year in Bryson Jones. So I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.